As of March 2024, it was reported there were around 4.25 million self-employed workers in the UK, with the majority of those working in construction and professional scientific and tech industries. So I wanted to look at how getting a mortgage when you're self-employed differs from someone who's employed in the normal way, and if there's anything that the self-employed should therefore be alert to. So to help with that, I'm joined by Andy from Skipton Building Society to help break it down. Andy, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Let's get straight in there.
Sure.
Who qualifies as self-employed? Can you just sort of expand on that a little bit?
Absolutely. So the key point is how they evidence their income and how they're taxed. So individuals such as freelancers, contractors, limited company directors or sole traders, individuals who have got shares in a business. So usually lenders will look at 20% or more if they own shares in a business, will be classed as self-employed. And also, if the majority of their income is derived from dividends, they would also be classed as self-employed.
And is there a specific self-employed mortgage?
You'd be glad to hear, no, there isn't. Everyone's got access to all the mortgages that are out there. So there's nothing specific for self-employed. It's just the documents that are requested from lenders. That'll be the key thing. Okay.
And if you are self-employed, how do you go about proving your income?
So the best way is with accounts. So the lenders will ask for 2 years accounts. They'll ask for, if it's a limited company director, should I say 2 years accounts with bank statements, 3 months worth, usually just to see how the business is operating, to make sure it's profitable and trading and active. For self-employed individuals, it'll be SA 302s, again 2 years, working off the net profits, and bank statements, along with tax year overviews for them.
So there is a lot of detail, understandably.
There is. And they've got to really get their paperwork in order before they go and see anybody, which is a key point, I think.
The key thing. Yeah. And do you look at anything differently from those who are on the normal PAYE?
So in short, a bit yes, a bit no, but effectively commitments would be the same for any applicant. So we'd look at credit cards, loans, hire purchase agreements, outgoing bills would all be the same for any applicant.
And just on that, if I may, so there's nothing wrong with having them, but you just need to be seen to be managing them. Would that be right?
Exactly that, yeah. It's exactly that. Of being able to show that you're evidencing that you're managing it, you're up to date with that.
Okay.
And then lenders are happy with that.
Fine. But then when it comes to looking at your income?
So income, if it's a limited company director, they'll look at salary and dividends, average of 2 years or latest year of flower. Some lenders may consider salary and net profit, again, average of 2 years or latest year of flower. And if it's a sole trader, it'll be net profit average of 2 years or latest year of flower.
Does it benefit you if you could show 5 years or not really?
In some circumstances, yes, but the honest truth is no. It's 2 years what lenders will ask for. So stick to 2 years. So
you've really got to focus on having 2 years, proper accounts, everything rigid, everything documented, and then you should be good to go.
Correct. The one key point that I will say though, again, and I think I mentioned it earlier, is that they've got to be within an 18-month period. So accounts to be valid for lenders have to be within an 18-month period.
Okay. Would you say that self-employed are considered slightly more of a lending risk, or is that not right?
Definitely not. They're not more of a risk. The only difference is, if anything, they're evidencing 2 years worth of income. So from a lender's perspective, they're showing a longer period of them sustaining that income as well.
Okay. And are there specific documents that lenders are going to want to see from a self-employed applicant?
So again, it's pretty much the same. The only difference with self-employed individuals is, again, accounts. The only other option that some lenders do offer is accountant certificates. So depending on which lender you go to, they'll always use their own version, but I'd always suggest ask an advisor or a broker, and they can obviously guide you better through that.
Good solid advice, Andy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any final words of sort of practical advice for somebody self-employed going through this?
I think the key point here is get your accounts in order. Make sure that you've got 2 years solid evidence of your business doing well, net profits are good, your bank statements are in order, and some self-employed individuals, their income can be a little bit complex. So I would always say speak to an advisor, speak to a professional, get some help if needed.
But if you've got all that back up and everything's tickety-boo and good to go, then you've got exactly the same access to market in terms of mortgage products as everybody else.
Within reason, but yes, you should have access to most. Some lenders are only accessible via a broker, but yeah, people can go out and have a look.
Excellent. Comforting words.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Move IQ's First Home Focus podcast. We hope you found our tips and advice helpful Remember, home ownership may be closer than you think, and we are here to support you every step of the way. So please don't forget to subscribe, rate and review our podcast so you never miss an episode. Until next time.